Welcome back to another Odds of War Kill Team Battle Report. I'm Matt. John, you've joined us. Welcome.
What's up, buddy?
Handshake. Good, man. How you doing?
Been good.
Good. I'm excited. This is a really exciting one here. So, for those of you that don't know, John here and myself, the very first game of Kill Team we ever played, the day it released, we went to our local gaming shop, bought the book, and then
sat down and tried to figure out what
just
was going
muddled through the rules,
Yeah,
and we played like an open play mission.
Yeah,
and
it was great.
yeah, so this is like a long way around here. You know, we started together. Now this will be the last game of Kill Team we ever played. No.
Yeah. Here for the finale.
Yeah, but so we're doing a throwback. The first game we ever played, you brought the Necrons, I brought the Orks. So that's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Yeah. You excited?
Yeah. I'm
Awesome.
excited to see the upgrades I got.
Yeah. Playing a little game of Elites. Yeah. Yep. So just to go over the kill teams really quick, I'm bringing, of course, like I just said, the Orks. My leader today is going to be the Lucky Blue Git, as always. He's got his special blue hat, keeping him alive. You know, last time he was on the field, his team got wiped out, but he managed to scamper away before anything too bad. Then from the Elites supplement, I've got a Meganob with 2 kill saws. He's my combat specialist. I've named him Bonesaw after a certain Spider-Man character.
Bonesaw is ready.
Yeah, Bonesaw's ready. He's got you for 3 minutes. So he's their combat specialist. We'll go over him when it's relevant. For a heavy specialist, I've got just a single Luda. Comm specialist, I've got a Luda Spanna with a custom Mega Blasta, so that's my little fire base support. I've got 2 commandos, and then a commando boss knob with a power claw, and then 2 shooter boys, and then I've got my 4 Gretchen, who I've taken to name. The one here with the little turban, he is Porridge.
Okay.
And then we've got this guy kind of aiming down sights. He's a Spurtle.
Okay.
Then this one with the pistol, he's Spawn. And then lastly, the one with the grenade, he's Lumps. These are all oatmeal related names. So I'm really excited for them to do nothing all game. Okay. But I'm excited just to have hilarious names for the Gretchen.
That's great.
And then I'm using the Bad Moons chapter, well, not chapter trait, the clan culture Bad Moons, so they get to reroll 1s in the shooting phase. So that's them. So what are you bringing today, man?
Okay, I'm going to have to use my cheat sheet a little bit. But
let's go ahead.
2 Immortals with Gauss.
Scary.
Just because the last time we played, the Warriors weren't packing enough punch for me.
Yeah.
Then I have Deathmark with his Synaptic Disruptor, I think is what it is. He's a sniper specialist.
Okay.
Then I have 2 Lich Guard, Sword and Shield. They're the combat specialists. And then I have my leader, who is a Triarch Praetorian with his Staff of Light.
Okay. Awesome. All right, great. Well, the mission that we're going to play today is Escalating Conflict, which we'll go over once we're all set up. You ready?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
The Black Claw tribe unwittingly awakens the Necrons. Rising from their slumber, the Sautekh dynasty seeks to eradicate the green menace. Today on Odds of War.
All right, so we are all set up for this game of Orks versus Necrons. The mission is, I'm going to remember it, Escalating Conflict.
Escalating Conflict.
There's just so many names for these missions. The mission is Escalating Conflict, so how that works here, there's a single objective in the middle. Both teams are set up with only approximately a third of their force on the table. For the Orks, what that looks like is a boy, our leader, the Lucky Blue Git, the Gretchen Lumps, and then our heavy and comm specialist here in this little tower. For the Necrons, what they have is their 2 immortals with Gauss, right? Yeah. So they're on the field there. Everything else is in reserves, so we've got the rest of our Necrons here in reserves waiting to jump on the table. Same with the Orks, okay? For the scouting phase, the Orks picked disarm traps. I thought John was going to get sneaky with some traps. I was wrong. The will of the Necrons is unknown to the Orks, I guess. The Necrons picked scout out terrain. So we've got a bunch of craters here. They're all difficult terrain. He scouted out this particular group of craters, so he's going to ignore the difficult terrain for that. So with that being said, we're all set to go into round 1, initiative phase. So if you'll roll 2d6 with me, sir. Orks roll a 10. Oh, Necrons with the 10, so we'll get a little reroll action.
It's gonna be a fun day.
Yeah. All right, an 8 and an 8. What is happening? Okay, all right. Let's try it one more time. An 8.
Don't do it.
A 7. Oh, okay. All right, so Orks will have initiative going into round 1 movement phase. We'll come back after this. Okay, so we are at the end of the movement phase for both teams. For the Orks, our heavy specialist and comm specialist readied. Lumps the Gretchen moved up here behind the safety of these crates here. Our boy and leader, the Lucky Blue Git, both readied up. For the Necrons, our 2 immortals. There we go. I'll get this. Our 2 immortals both readied up, so we have a little shooting battle. At the end of the movement phase, coming in from reserves, we had our 3 other grits. Our 3 other Gretchen, Spurtle, Spawn, and Porridge came in from reserves. So did a boy. Then I spent a command point for outflank to bring in my combat specialist Meganob here at the back of the deployment zone for the Necrons. And for the Necrons coming out of reserves, our 2 Lich Guard and our leader Praetorian? Treyarch Praetorian. So that's the end of the movement phase there. So we'll be going into the shooting phase coming right up. All right, so it's the shooting phase now. We'll start off with ready to models, starting with models with initiative. Actually, the first one I'm going to fire is going to be my comms specialist here. He's going to fire into this immortal here. We are at long range and we are obscured, so that's going to be hitting on 6s for our comms specialist here with our custom Mega Blasta. No, that's a 3, so nothing there. So he's fired. All right, so next up is one of our Necron immortals.
It's gonna be this guy right here.
Okay, and who is he going to fire at?
He's gonna shoot.
Fire at the combat specialist. Yeah. No big surprise there. So definitely within half range, but we are going to be obscured thanks to our terrain. So that's going to be a -1 to hit.
All right, so looking for force.
Okay, 1 hit.
Okay.
And with a 5, that's going to be a wound. Strength of the Goss, though, is a...
It's 5.
A 5, okay. Yeah. So you would have been wounding on 3s anyway, but a 5 will wound there. AP on that?
-2.
-2, so from our 2-up save, we go to a 4, which we make. There we are. Very nice. Next up for readied models is going to be our Luda, and I'll use my comms bonus here on the Ludas to give him +1 to hit. He'll be firing into this Lich Guard. So we are within half range. He is obscured though, but then the comms bonus will take care of that. So we'll be back to hitting on 5s with him. So first off, our number of shots is 2, and we'll be looking for 5s on this. We get no hits, but bad moons. We get to reroll the 1. With a hit, with the 6, there we go. Okay, strength 7 to toughness.
I think it's 4.
Toughness 4. So well, it's
double check.
Well, with a 4 up, that's going to wound even if he's up to T7.
Toughness 5.
Yeah. So 1 wound there. AP -1 on that, my friend.
Okay, so I'm just gonna 4-up invuln.
4-up invuln. Ooh, fails it. Do you want to reroll that? That is 2 damage. But then that'll be your 1 command point for the round.
Let's see. No, we're gonna bank on reanimation protocols.
Ooh, gonna bank on reanimation protocols. I hope I don't roll a 6 here. So 2 damage, 2 dice, picking the highest. It's just gonna be a flesh wound.
Okay.
All right, so 1 flesh wound there. And then I am going to go ahead and actually just spend 1 command point for Daka Daka Daka. Use this tactic after a model from your kill team shoots. You can immediately shoot an additional time. So our Luda will just go ahead and fire again to the same target. That brings me to 0 command points there. So number of shots this time is going to be 3 shots. Ooh, spicy. Hitting on 5s. We get 1 hit. We get a re-roll for the 1 for bad moons for no hits. There we go. So just 1 hit again. A 3 to wound. Gets the wound. Back to your 4-up invuln, sir. Oh, fails again. All right, so 2d6, picking the highest, this time with a +1 for that flesh wound. That's going to be a 3, which becomes a 4, which is an out of action. Big play there for the Ludas. Continuing on with the shooting phase, next we've got our next Necron Immortal.
Yep. Let's see. Can you see him?
Oh, the combat specialist for sure. Yeah,
he just obscured.
Definitely. Yep. So obscured. So -1 to hit there. Oh, 2 hits. Very nice.
Strength 5.
So 3s to wounds. Oh, that's going to just be 1 wound.
Okay.
All right,
-2.
and it's AP 2, right?
-2.
Yep. So 4 up. Oh, which we make. Oh. Whew. It was a bit of a gamble putting him on the table so close, but it looks like we've survived at least a good bit of shooting there. So that's nice. So then it would just be continuing with readied models, but the rest of the Ork readied models are out of range, so nothing from the Orks there. So we drop to non-readied models, starting with the player with initiative, which would be my Meganob. I believe he has a stick bomb. Let me just double check if he has a stick bomb really quick, and we'll be right back. So yes, the Meganob does in fact have a stick bomb, so he is just going to throw a stick bomb here into this. Man, I'm going to get it. Immortal. Whew. All right, so it's D6 shots for 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 5s for 1 hit, and it's going to be wounding on 5 because it's strength 3. That's a wound. No AP though, so it's a 3-up. Oh no! Do you want to re-roll that save?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So so just 1 damage, and he's only got 1 wound.
Yeah, he's only got 1 wound.
All right. So then injury roll. Oh no! It's out of action. So that's it for shooting. There will be no combats this phase. No points scored because it's at the end of the game. So we'll go to morale. Orks, no break check needed. No nerve tests because we have no flesh wounds. And for the Necrons, no break check needed either because only 2 are out of action with no flesh wounds there, and no nerve checks either. So we'll go into initiative phase for round 2. Orks roll a 10. And Necrons roll an 8, so Orks have initiative once again. All right, so we'll go into movement phase. We'll be right back after this. So we are at the end of the movement phase for the Orks. Porridge the Grot here, he moved up while Lumps advanced over here. Our 2 boys both advanced up here, getting up to this cover. Our heavy and comm specialist readied here. Meanwhile, the Lucky Blue Git, now apparently the Lucky Blue Grit, has moved up into the safety of cover. Meanwhile, our other Gretchen moved up here, commandos waiting in reserve. The last thing we have to do for the Orks is, of course, our combat specialist. He's going to charge. We're going to charge both the Lich Guard, the leader, and our immortal over here. I just want to increase my chances of getting in. All right. So any Overwatch you have, sir?
Okay, so we'll start with the immortal.
All right. Ooh, 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. Gets the wound. Saves on a 4. Saves with a 6. Oh my gosh, this mega armor is paying off in droves.
So the Praetorian Staff of Light has a shooting profile. Assault 1.
All right, so Praetorian Staff of Light, Assault 1 here to the Meganob.
Nope.
No. All right, and then the Meganob's charge range is going to be a 4. I don't think that's going to get me into anything. No. So we'll just use Here We Go. We'll re-roll that into a 7, which will at least get me over here to our unlucky immortal here. So there, we got that squared away. So we'll go ahead and go into Necron's movement phase, coming right up. Okay, so it's the end of the movement for the Necrons. Our Lich Guard advanced here with our leader following behind closely. Then that would be it there. Then for reserves, for the Orks, we paid 1 command point for Cunning Infiltrators. So we dropped in our 3 commandos anywhere on the board outside of 5 inches from enemy models. And then the Necrons played, what is it for the death mark?
Hunters from hyperspace.
Hunters from hyperspace. So our death mark came in anywhere on the board outside of 5 from enemy models. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll go into the shooting phase, starting off with readied models. That's going to be my comms and heavy here. So we'll just go ahead and start with the heavy specialist. He's going to fire into this Lich Guard here. We can just see him over the terrain. So we will be obscured there, but within half range, and we'll use our comms bonus again, so we'll be back to hitting on 5s. So first off, number of shots is 2, and we'll be hitting on 5s. We re-roll the 1 for bad moons. We get 2 hits. It'll be 3s to wound. That'll be 2 wounds. AP -1.
Okay, so...
And he passes both of them. Very nice, very nice. There we go. That's the luck coming back around now on that. And then I'm gonna just gonna go ahead and just do the exact same thing. We're just gonna do Daka 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 again. Firing, same target, wash, rinse, repeat, number of shots. 3 this time. Hitting on 5s for no hits so far, but we do get a reroll the 1 for bad moons for nothing. Okay, all right, so that's him shot. Next up, we're gonna go into our comms guy, and we have no line of sight to these guys, he's too low, but we can see up to our death mark, but it'll be long range and obscured, so hitting on a 6 to the death mark, no, that's gonna be a miss. All right. All right, now that's it for readied models. We'll drop down to non-readied models, starting with the Orks for initiative. And actually, our commando boss knob here, he's just going to take a cheeky slug a shot over to our leader here. So it's just going to be 1 shot hitting on a 5. No, but bad moons reroll 1s. Well, and back into a 1. So that's it. That's him shot. Next up, Necrons, my friend.
Definitely. Since she's causing so much damage, we'll...
yes, the troublesome Luda. So that's definitely no obscurement there. What's the range of the gun?
24.
24. So yeah, it would definitely be at long range there. But no obscurement, so it'll just be a -1 to hit. This is going to actually be a pretty telling moment here if we can paste the Luda, because he's I think sort of setting the pace of the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, he took out 2 dudes.
Yeah, surprisingly.
So, no penalty for long range.
Oh, no penalty for long range.
With the Synaptic Disruptor. And each time I roll a 6, target suffers a mortal wound in addition to any other damage.
And is that a 6 on the hit roll or on the wound roll?
It's on the wound roll.
On the wound
roll.
Okay,
let's try
so you got to hit first.
And then to try to make sure I can hit, I'll use Careful Aim.
Careful aim, so that's our sniper specialist tactic. So we get to add 1 to hit rolls. So that should put you up to hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so let's see.
Ooh, brutal.
Come on, 2s.
Of course, the 1, but you do get to re-roll for the sniper trait. Just don't roll another 1.
Just don't roll another 1, all right?
Oh, just barely with the 2.
Needed everything there.
Okay, so we've hit.
All right.
And now this is strength.
Strength 4.
Strength 4 to toughness 4, so 4s to wound.
All right.
Gets the wound. Okay. No mortal wound, though.
No mortal wound.
AP on this?
0.
AP 0. So we do get our t-shirt save. So will the heavy specialist Luda manage to get this? I've been rolling a lot of 6s. No. So that's going to be a failed save. He's only got 1 wound, so that's going to be your injury roll, sir. On a 4-up, he'll be out of action.
Just 1 damage.
1 damage.
Just 1 damage. Oh, that's it. He's out of action.
There it is.
There we go. You did your job, Luda. You did your job. So that's him fired then. So we go back to the Orks on this. And actually, our commando here will fire up his slugga at your death mark. So on a 6, no. All right. And then we're back here onto the Necrons.
Okay. Just gonna Staff of Light here.
Absolutely.
A little scary.
No long range, and from this angle, judging from here, no obscurement. So just a straight to hit.
Okay. Assault
Probably should have placed him a bit better, like over here or something. That's going to hit on a 4.
Okay, on a 4. And then
Toughness 4.
Strength 5.
So 3s to wound. No wounds. Phew. Dodging that one. My poor placement paid off. All right. So next up, then I think it's just because this commando can't see up through the ruins here. No shooting over there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's just going to be these boys that are eligible. I just need to check their range really quick. Would you check if these guys are within 18 of our death mark here?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so we'll just fire with 1 first. Now, they advanced. They're at long range. Probably no obscurement, but it's all 6s anyway for Orks. So Assault 2 looking for 6s. Nothing there. All right. And then does our Lich Guard have any shooting at all?
No.
No. Okay, so then we'll
that.
just go ahead and do our next boy into the same target on 6s. We get 1. We get a reroll 1. No. All right. And then now toughness 4 for the death mark.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 4 to wound. Gets the wound. There it is. So 1 save, please. No AP.
3 up.
A 3 up. He passes. Very nice. Okay. That is going to bring us to the end of the shooting phase. So we'll go to a very important combat phase right after this. So it's the combat phase. There's just one to resolve. It's our combat specialist Meganob Bonesaw. He's got you for 3 minutes. Fighting into our
3 minutes might be too much.
Yeah, 3 minutes might be a bit long into our immortal here. So a Meganob base is 3 attacks. He's got +1 attack for being a combat specialist, and he's got +1 attack for having 2 kill saws. So that's going to be 5 attacks. Now these would be hitting on 3s, except the kill saws have a -1 to hit. So 5 attacks hitting on 4s. Okay, that's going to be 3 hits. Now this is strength 10, so it's going to be wounding on 2s.
All right.
All right, so that's 2 wounds. Now, these are AP -4. So no save.
So no save.
No save. But they're 2 damage apiece. So it's going to go straight to the injury roll, 2 damage. Do we see a natural 6 here for a reanimation protocol? I'm actually kind of hoping, because it'd just be super cool.
Actually, these types of damage rolls are beneficial to you.
Just a flesh wound, though. So the Immortal strikes back. How many attacks does he have?
Just 1. Like I said, you'd think with the big blade at the end of his gun,
You'd
have
think,
a little
right?
more than
Something.
just punching you. But
yeah. So just 1 attack, and it'll be a -1 to hit for our flesh wound there.
So we're going to do 4 up.
He gets it with a 4.
Okay.
All right. Toughness 4 to strength 4.
Okay.
So 4s to wound.
And
Gets it with another 4. Is there any AP for that big old blade on the end of his gun?
There is not.
No AP, questionable.
It's a gun punch.
Yeah.
Just a punch.
So just a 2-up save, which we make.
All right.
All right. So that's it for combat phases. Just going into morale phase. Now the Orks do have 1 out of action, but no break check there. We have no flesh wounds, so no nerve checks either. For the Necrons, we do now have 3 that are either out of action or flesh wounded, out of your original 6. So no need for a break check. We would take a nerve check here on the Immortal, but Necrons are leadership 10.
Yes.
Yeah, so leadership 10, technically you'd have a +2 to the roll for the 2 out of action, but you still can't fail. So no nerve check to be taken, essentially. Yeah. And so we'll just go straight into a round 3.
Okay.
All right, initiative for round 3. Do the Necrons take
on,
initiative here
Necron.
finally? Oh my
Probably
gosh.
not.
Well, with a 12.
Nope.
Okay, no, so the Orks continue to control
Got
the
half of
pace
that.
of the battle. We'll go into movement phase after this. We are at the end of the movement phase for the Orks. What we've done, a lot of advancing. So our commando here advanced, our fleet of boys, Lumps and Spurtle all advanced. Spawn also advanced here. By the way, just in case anyone's wondering, that's Spawn spelled S-P-O-N, not S-P-A-W-N, not like the McFarlane Spawn character. He's not that menacing. And then our comms specialist advanced up as well. We did a charge right here off camera of our commando into the Immortal, so we rolled a 7, making us in. Last thing to do, we've got our commando boss knob. We're going to charge our leader here. All right, so your Overwatch, sir.
All right, just 1.
Oh, almost. I saw
Almost.
the 6
We
too,
saw it
and
for
it
a
just like
second.
tilted. All right, and then so our charge range is oh my gosh.
Go wherever you want.
Well, he's just gonna go right there.
Stop.
I don't know what these. You know what the thing is? I've had so many games with just horrible rolls, and then recently
It's just every time we
all
play.
like come. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, man. All right, so
Orks are super effective against John.
yeah, John has a weakness to orc type. All right, so that's it for Ork's movement. For if you just want to do it live, sir, because it's going to be pretty short for you because you're locked here, and your leader is locked here. So really, you only have your death mark and your Praetorian. I mean, your Lich Guard.
So he's gonna ready.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He would
And
ready,
then,
and then do you want to charge here?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so no Overwatch because I'm already in combat. So just your charge range, which I imagine you can't fail. Yeah, not with the 10. So
Let's just wrap him around.
you want him around this side.
That's great.
All right, so that's it. That's it for movement. We'll go into shooting coming right up. So we are in the shooting phase. It's actually going to be a really short one because we only have 4 models that are going to be eligible to shoot. We've got our Deathmark here who's readied. He'll be firing first. And then we've got our 2 boys and our comm specialist here because they have assault weapons. So we'll start off with our Deathmark. Who are we firing into?
Just measuring to see if I'm at half range here.
Well, you don't suffer the penalty for long range, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
so you're good to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Or is it a rapid fire weapon?
it is a rapid fire.
Oh,
weapon.
so the half range does matter. So
So
were you in half range of this
him.
guy? Of
Yeah.
him? Yep, so then you'll get 2 shots.
But I don't get the penalty because of his weapon.
Right. So yeah, you'll get 2 shots into this guy. Hitting on 3s?
Threes.
Rerolling 1s?
There's only ones.
That's 2 hits with the 6s. Okay.
And
Tough 4 again, so 4s to wound. Okay, we got the 1 wound. It's just a 6 up to save. No save. Injury roll for me, my friend. A 4 up to take him out of action. Oh, it's just a flesh wound. You can spend a CP to re-roll that if you'd like.
I will. I'll go down to 1.
All right, going down to 1 CP for a re-roll of an injury roll. Looking for a 4 up. No, still just a flesh wound. All right, so that's that. So now it's just the Orks back. I'm just going to go ahead and consolidate both boys here because it's all on 6s. So it's 4 shots on 6s for those Orks. Nothing there for them, all misses. And then we'll do just a single shot for Custom Mega Blasta comms. Oh, I should have comms one of them up. Well, too late now. So just 1 shot from the comm specialist on a 6 into the death mark. No. All right. So that is it for the shooting phase. We're done there, and we'll go into the fight phase coming up next. All right, so it is the fight phase. We're starting off with charging models. We're going to swing here with our Commando Boss Knob first. He's got 3 attacks. He'll be hitting on 4s. We're going to swing into the Lich Guard, trying to take him out before anything else happens. All right, so 3 attacks hitting on 4s. No hits.
Ooh.
No hits. Very nice. Maybe the luck is coming back around. All right, so then it'll be your Lich Guard next, my friend.
Okay. Okay. All right. 2 attacks looking for 3s.
2 attacks on 3s. 2 hits with a double 6.
Ooh. Okay. And then he's going to be strength 6.
Strength 6, so 3s to wound because we're toughness 4.
Ooh.
That's going to be 1 wound. AP anything?
Yes.
I only have a 6 up save with the Commando.
-3.
-3, so it just goes right through a save. And what's the damage on that?
That is going to be 1 damage.
Just 1 damage. Okay, so he's got 2 wounds. So he's got just 1 wound remaining now. Now we'll go ahead and fight with our boy, our Commando here. He's got 3 attacks for his Choppa. Going into your Immortal on 3s. That's going to be 3 hits. Very nice. And then these will be 4s to wound because strength 4 to toughness 4. That's going to be 2 wounds. Very nice. There's no AP on this, though, so you do get your normal 3-up save. And he passes both. Very nice. So that's it for charging models. Now we go down to non-chargers with initiative. Oh, no, he didn't charge.
He got charged.
He got charged.
He got charged. So
He's already fought.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So non-charging models, we only have our Boss Knob Combat Specialist here. So 5 attacks hitting on 4s again. 4 hits. 2s to wound. That's 3 wounds.
Okay.
No saves, so go straight to injury roll. Okay.
Come on, 6s.
Oh, that's going to be out of action. We've rolled exactly what we needed because 3s get a +1 for the flesh wound. So he's out of action. Ouch. So then the last combat to do is our leader fighting into the commando boss knob. He's only got 1 wound left. I can't imagine. Well, I'm not going to jinx it.
Don't.
I'm just gonna be silent.
Don't you do it, Matt.
We'll use Entropic Strike.
Okay. And can you just read that out for me?
Yeah, Entropic Strike, Necron's tactic.
Okay, maybe we'll come around to this.
Use this tactic when you choose a model in your kill team to fight in the fight phase.
Okay.
To the end of the fight phase, the model's attack reduces the target to 0 wounds. Add 1 to the entry roll.
Okay, yeah. So basically just a +1 to the injury roll if you can
If I
take
can
a
get him
wound
there.
off, which I'm just going to be silenced.
For 3s.
Oh no. Why? So that's the end of the fight phase. Into the morale phase is going to be a really quick one. The only thing is just going to be a nerve check for this boy right here, which he auto passes thanks to the 2 friendly models near him. So we're going into round 4, an ungracious round 4 initiative phase. Orks roll a 7.
Ooh.
We roll a 10 for the
Aggressive 10.
Necrons. So in the 11th hour, 4th round, Necrons have initiative. We'll be right back. Right, so it's the end of the movement phase for round 4. This is, again, a lot of advancing from the Orks. A couple of readies, so we had our 2 boys ready here. Everybody else either moved or advanced around the board, and our boss knob here stayed in combat. For the Necrons, our two models here stayed, and our death mark readied up. So with that, we go into the shooting phase for round 4, starting with readied models, which would be our death mark first. And at the top of the shooting phase, excuse me, sorry, I'm gonna do something here that's, I always forget this at the top of the movement, or at the top of the shooting phase. I'm gonna spend 2 CP for Grot Shield, so I'm gonna pick my comm specialist. So for the rest of the phase, any attacks that go at him are gonna be resolved against a Gretchen instead.
So we'll shoot the boy.
Yeah, all right. So 2 shots into the boys, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. 2 hits. If you can get that for wounds, it's going to be silly. And then,
Well,
oh my
okay.
God.
Get it for wounds then, I guess. Where were
Wow.
the 6s earlier today?
I know. Well, now I feel really bad because you should have. That's exactly what you needed. You would have just pasted that entire group. Do you just want to say you fired into them? Oh man. Well, injury roll.
Yeah.
It's just going to be 1 injury roll.
Well,
It's just a flesh wound.
just a flesh wound.
That's silly. So, 2 boys. This boy is going to fire here. We'll comms him up. So he's hitting on 5s now. 1 hit, forced to wound, no wound. Second boy here hitting on 6s. Reroll 1s for bad wounds. No. And then lastly, our comm specialist up to the death mark. No hit. And I think that's gonna. Well, we have 1 slugga here. Oh, that was a hit. So forced to wound, gets the wound. No AP though. So 3 up save for the death mark. I take it. Makes it. All right. I have a pistol here. Do you have any pistols here?
No.
No. Okay, so I'll just take my one pistol shot. He'll go into your Lich Guard. I'm gonna get the names eventually, man. He hits. Toughness 4, right? Yeah. So forced to wound. Well, with a 5, it's gonna wound anything anyway.
It would be 5 in this.
So no AP into your Lich Guard, just 1 damage.
Okay.
Makes a save. All right, so that's going to be it for shooting phase this round. We'll go to fight phase for round 4. We'll see if these guys can clear them off. So it's the fight phase for round 4. We just have the 1 combat here to resolve. Neither party has charged, but it is starting with the player with initiative. So either your Lich Guard or your Praetorian first, sir.
We'll do the Praetorian first.
All right.
Okay, so 2 attacks looking for 3s.
Looking for threes.
Threes.
Gets it. 2 hits.
Okay, and this is strength 5.
Strength 5, so 3s to wound. There's the 2 wounds. Where were all these 6s before?
AP -3 on these.
So no save. So it's going to take him down to 0 wounds. What's the damage on this?
1.
1. Okay, so just a single injury roll.
I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll
Just
that.
going to reroll that.
I'll go down to 1 point.
Okay. There it is, out of action. All right, so he's been killed. All right, so that's going to be it for round 4. Morale, again, nothing for Necrons to take at all. And then I have 2, 3 with the flesh wound over there, so no break checks. And again, no nerve check here as well because we're so close to so many friendly models. So at this, if the game ends, the Orks win for having that center objective. John, you had the greatest strategic advantage, so you'll roll. You need it to go to game 5.
do.
So on a 3-up, we'll continue. On a 1 or a 2, the game will end. It's a 5. The game goes one more round. All right, so let's do initiative for round 5. Orks roll a 4. Necrons roll a 6. Okay, Necrons have initiative for round 5. All right, so it's the movement phase for the Necrons. A really short one. Our death mark, again, just readying up, doing what he's supposed to do, you know? And then we've got a couple charges here. We're starting off with our Lich Guard, charging into our Commando.
Do you want to mention the
Oh, yeah, and then just to mention really quick, you'll notice our Praetorian is moved up here. We forgot our Consolidate move, so we just went ahead and moved him to 3-inch, and he does have Fly, so that's how he was able to jump on top here. So our Commando does have an Overwatch to do here. Just he's gonna throw a stick bomb. So D6 shots for 2, hitting on 6s. Oh, we get a hit.
Ooh.
It's strength 3 though, so 5s to wounds. No wound there. Okay. All right, and your charge range, sir, is a 3, which is not gonna get you in. But for a command point, you can re-roll the whole thing.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll go to 2.
So dropping down to 2 CP. Rerolling the whole charge. With a 7, that's definitely going to get you in. We'll move him in just a second once we see what the best move is. And then we have a charge here into this hold pocket. Yes. So we've got 2 Grot Blastas there, so we'll just roll those. So 6s, no. And then we've got 2 Shooter Boys, so that'll be 4 attacks, 6s. We get 1 hit, 4s to wounds, no wound. And then the last thing, we've got our custom Mega Blasta on a 6. No. Okay. Overwatch is done. And your charge range, sir? Is a 9. Yes. All right. So we're in. We'll just go ahead and move those off camera, and then we'll do our subsequent Ork movement phase off camera as well. We'll be right back. At the end of the movement phase here, we've just went ahead and done it. So we moved in our Praetorian, and we moved in our Lich Guard. In response, our 2 boys here came around and charged. Our Commando advanced up here to get closer. Our Gretchen readied here, and then our Meganob charged in, countercharging the Lich Guard. So now it's the shooting phase. We have a whole bunch of stuff locked up in combat over here, but we do have 2 readied models. It's going to be the shootout of the century over here. Our Death Mark firing first, though, because Necrons do have the initiative. And really his only target is this Gretchen here. So no long range, no obscurement, just straight 3s rerolling 1s. Oh,
Got 1.
gets 1 hit. That's all he needs. Toughness 2, so 2s to wound. Oh no, no. Do you CP reroll this?
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of have to at this point.
Yeah. Okay, so reroll. Don't be another 1. Okay, he gets a 6. That's a mortal wound in addition. So injury roll.
Disruptor.
So no save for the mortal wound. So just injury roll. He's out of action. Okay. So that's it. That Gretchen's gone. Okay. So shooting is done because there's nothing else to shoot now. All right. So we go straight into the fight phase. At the start of the fight phase, the Orks are going to use a Gnasher Squig. So that's 2 of my CP. Use this tactic at the start of the fight phase. Pick an enemy model that is within 1 inch of any of your models. Roll a d6. On a 4-up, they suffer a mortal wound. So I'm going to go ahead and try to Gnasher Squig this Lich Guard. All right. So on a 4-up, yeah, there we go. We get a mortal wound. but he has 2 wounds. Yes. Yeah. So he's just down to 1 for now. All right, and then it'll be charging models first. So that's the Praetorian, the Lich Guard, the 2 boys, and then our Meganob. But starting with the player with initiative. That would be you, my friend. So Necron's using lead by example. So the leader is fighting, and then he gets to pick another friendly model within 3 inches, which is, of course, our Lich Guard here, just to show you it a bit better. So Praetorian's going to fight, lead by example, then gets our Lich Guard to fight, and we'll go from there. All right, so Praetorian, and then how are we splitting up our attacks?
Into 1 into each of the Gretchen.
Okay, so 1 Gretchen here, 1 Gretchen here. Yes. So that's porridge and lumps.
Okay.
All right, so he's got 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
So you got to roll them separately. So let's roll for porridge.
Okay.
He hits. Okay. Toughness 2 again, so 2's to wound. Oh no. And no CP to reroll.
No CP to reroll.
What about for lumps? He hits.
I think that was the same hit and wound rolls.
I'm so sorry.
These are the toughest orcs I've ever seen.
I can't believe this. Well, lumps. I mean, he's a survivor.
He's taking his lumps.
He's taking his lumps. Well, we do have our Praetorian to fight, though. He's fighting into putting everything into the commando.
Let me just double check.
2 attacks hitting on. Not that. Orks fight back. We'll start off with our boss knob. 5 attacks hitting on 4s. It's only 2 hits. It's 2's to wound. That's 2 wounds. AP -4, so it goes to your invuln for your Lich Guard.
2 4-ups.
Fails 1. It's 2 damage. Injury roll.
Okay.
6.
There it is. There it is. You picked the highest. So he goes back to 1 wound. Reanimation protocols activates, so he's A-okay. So then we'll just go ahead and go to our 2 boys here. So first boy, we'll do the flesh wounded one first. So these will be 2 attacks hitting on. Actually, I'm going to spend a command point then for gritted teeth. So he ignores the flesh wound. So 2 attacks hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds. No AP though. He's got 1. Fails 1.
What's 1?
Okay, and he's got 1 wound remaining then.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's 2 wounds. So then we'll just go on straight to the next boy. 2 attacks hitting on the same 3s. Yes. Wounding on the same 4s. 2 wounds.
3s.
Passes them both. All right, so then we'll just go ahead and do our commando here. 3 attacks on 3s. All 3 hit. What is happening with these dice right now? 4s to wounds. 2 wounds. No AP though. Oh, fails 1.
Fails 1.
All right, so injury roll.
Injury roll.
Just a 1 die this time. Oh, a 6!
Reanimation
He's
protocol.
just like, whatever, man, I'm sticking around. All right, so then we've got, I'm just going to go ahead and consolidate our Gretchen that are in combat. 3, so that's 3 Gretchen, 1 attack each on 5s. 1 hit.
Okay.
5s to wound, or maybe 6s to wound. 6s to wound because they're strength 2, so no wound there.
5.
All right, and then I'm just gonna do then the Ludaspana. I believe he's got 2 attacks that hit on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s, 1 wound. Saves with a 4-up. All right, and then the last thing we have is our commando here. 3 attacks hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s, no wounds.
All right.
Okay, all right. So it was super cool to see the reanimation protocols go off. That's going to be it. Now, once again, morale phase is almost non-existent in this game, so that's it. Now, Orks are going to roll, and on a 4-up, the game continues. On a 1 through 3, the game ends. The Necrons desperately need the game to continue for this fight to try to clear out and control the objective. And the Orks want it to end here to clinch the victory. So, on a 4-up, the game will continue. No, that's it. Game's over. Orc victory. Let's talk about it.
All right.
So there you have it, man. An Orc victory by the skin of our teeth, maybe?
Maybe.
Not really, but what'd you think, dude? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I definitely like the elite additions to the game.
Yeah.
Like when last time we played, it was still pretty raw. Still
Yeah.
pretty new still.
Yeah.
I'm a little rusty, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah. Some rough luck for the Necrons there. Definitely got a ridiculously kind of bad shake from the stick bomb being thrown by the Meganob to take your immortal out of action. That probably should not have happened. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the Immortals did not shoot this game.
Yeah. Well, they did. They shot the first turn.
Oh, you're right. At the
Because they were readied. Yeah.
But I don't think they.
No,
even hit.
the 2-up armor save got me there. No, 'cause they I believe they hit and they did wound. They did do their wounds, but the 2-up armor save held, which was nice. I was super scared of your Lich Guard, which is why I was focusing them so hard with my Luda, because I was like, I got to take those guys out. I don't really want to fight them because they got that 4-up invuln and just all the time. They get scary swords. So that worked out. But I think the like commanding change in the game was just some really bad rolls. What was that, round 5?
Yeah.
Rolling the 3
And the
into the 1.
back to back.
Yeah. Ouch. I mean, at the end of the day, right? It's a dice game. You can't control that. I actually thought maybe you could have took the game there at the end if you had forced a break check, because that was a win condition. Was if one team broke, they're out.
Yeah, I think had I been able to kill a few of the Gretchen and got the extra turn,
Yeah.
would have been a little closer.
Yeah, I agree. But that's how it goes sometimes. Next time, I'm sure the dice will go your way, and we'll see a victorious dynasty, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in, and guys, thank you for watching. If you liked this thing, make sure to subscribe. That's going to be somewhere over here. There'll be a button for you to subscribe. And then over here, if you want to see more battle reports, that'll be sort of over in this direction. And make sure to tune in every Wednesday for Warhammer Wednesdays. We're doing new content every week. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.